Chubstep.
Creating the oil adulthood.
Steed.
Chub. Step.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the king of the jungle.
How is your father?
He went insane. He lives in a nut house now.
Oh. Well, the next time you see him, you tell him Sally Pomerantz from Chicago said hello.
He won't understand that. Talking to him is like talking to Bugs Bunny.
Well, then you tell him what's up, Doc.
Thank you. That'll mean a lot to him.
Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.
And the show started.
Welcome, babies. Welcome, big boys.
Big boy, big baby boys.
Welcome, big baby boys. You're gonna want to listen to this.
Okay, Steed, Bing Bong,
Bing Bong
segment here. I was actually gonna bring this up. I have noticed that you never get more, and I live in the city. I live in Chicago, and sometimes I'm carrying around sometimes my son who's 4 months old at this point.
Yeah.
You never get more people heckling you or just talking to you randomly than when you're carrying a baby.
People heckle you?
You get comments that are yelled out
nice
all the
baby,
time.
Bitch.
It's like, usually it's not the bitch part, but it'll be like,
well, how is it heckling then?
It's like,
baby don't look people. Like you, boy. Baby don't look like you.
It's like homeless people sometimes. A lot of times it's old people. Sometimes it's not a lot of times people our age. This
is why I think we got to drown the homeless population. You can't heckle the babies.
It's a lot of stuff like, oh, what's his name? Just like some random person walking by
I wouldn't
how
call
old
that
is he?
heckling.
It's random people talking to you that would normally never talk to you. And I've never had this. It's like your grocery store comes up. How old is he? How old are they?
Yeah. They like the cute babies.
I know. It's very weird having. I don't have.
Now you know what
a
woman feels like just walking around every day.
Getting catcalled. It's like what catcalling is.
Now you know what they feel like.
Babies get catcalled, and then they transition into women, and then those people. It's such a never-ending cycle. I see.
Yeah.
Sad world we live in.
It is. Elon Musk did it.
Exactly. So Steed, I have a couple things I want to get to here, but I'll let you start it off.
Okay. So Jay, I'm minding my business, driving down the road again. This is Bonehead Move of the Week again. Another driving one.
The last one wasn't that bad. I think for the record, your last one, fake littering, was not that bad.
For me, it was like the immediate shock of putting that cup out the window and it's just disappearing from my hand.
Yeah.
I felt bad. I felt wronged. This one is a little twist. All right.
Yeah.
Bonehead Move of the Week. I'm driving. I come to a complete stop due to traffic. Complete stop. Safely braking in my Subaru. Looking ahead. Seatbelt on. Checking my mirrors every 3 to 5 seconds in this whole drive. Hands at 2 and 10. What do you know? Somebody drives into the back of my car.
Seriously?
Yes.
You've been rear-ended a lot of times.
I've been rear-ended 3 times. And if you want to count the one where that idiot, your neighbor's friend, drove into my car, 4 times. 4 times my car has been at a complete standstill, and people cannot comprehend how their vehicle should not be driving through mine. What is going on? What is going on with people where they just drive into my car? It's not moving. My car is not moving. And people are just like, whoa.
Yeah.
Bam. Smash into my car. So the Bonehead Move of the Week goes to that guy.
So what happened?
His name's Peyton.
You talked to him and you got his insurance information. You had to actually do something this time. You know that.
Here's the fun part. So there was traffic because there was another 3-car rear-ending. So there's 3 cars on the side of the road. I'm like, I get to like the first one and there's traffic at a stoplight. So I'm stopped there. And then there's a guy on the phone and I get fucking smashed. and I just see him. He's like, "Oh, somebody else just got rear-ended."
Oh no.
So yeah, the cops are already on their way.
Okay. Steve, but
Yeah.
last time this happened, you did not ever take the people up on paying for your damage. You're going to actually
Yeah.
do it this time?
Well, they were nice guys. This time, yeah. They were
Okay.
just going to go through not insurance, and they were just going to fix it. But, like, nothing was wrong with that. This
Yeah.
time, this guy's, he's in for it.
Yeah. Okay.
He's fixing my trunk.
There we go. There we go.
Luckily-
God, you're not lucky with that stuff.
It's fucking bullshit. It is luckily, this car hopefully won't get totaled.
Yeah.
But, like, the last 2 times, 2 cars totaled. Because
That's
people just
wild.
cannot comprehend that there's a goddamn 3,000-pound car in the way, and they just fucking try and drive through it.
It is, the rear end thing.
Okay,
is a
so
lot,
one
yeah.
girl was high. She was
Okay.
high on drugs. She was high on marijuana.
Okay.
The next guy was 80 something and fucking blind, and he died. Dumb fuck. The next one was going to bang your neighbor's daughter or something, and then this one he was texting. He hit me, and then he comes up. He's like, "I'm so sorry. I was looking at my phone," and I'm like, "Yeah, I bet." So I said, "I bet you were," and I was like, "Fuck this
Yeah,
guy."
no shit.
But then I was like, all right, I shouldn't be mean. So he's like, I get out and stuff, and he's still apologizing. He's like, I'm sorry, I was looking at my phone. I was like, all right, guy, you got to calm down with the on my phone stuff. You're going to get a ticket. Like,
Yeah.
calm down
Exactly.
with the on my phone.
Now I want you to pay me some extra money so I don't show this recording to the cops of you saying you were texting while driving.
Yeah. Oh, if I was like injured at all, luckily I'm not injured. I would have been like, all right, well, you're fucked now, buddy, old
Yeah.
pal. But I'm fine. He wasn't going that fast.
Well, Andy, you're doing your Steed workouts, your 30 by 30s.
Yep.
I mean, you're a pristine human being, so you're not going to get injured by something like that.
Yeah, I've dropped a lot of poundage, and if in a crash like that, if you have extra poundage, it works as like a bouncy ball. So the fat just goes out, then it comes in, then it goes out, then it comes in, and your body just starts jostling uncontrollably in the seat until you're able to like stabilize it. So luckily, I dropped enough poundage to where I did like 2 bounces, and then I settled myself.
Okay, cool.
Any more than 7 bounces, it would have been bad.
That's fair. That's fair. Steed, I want to I don't know if we want to do this Olympics. I don't know if it's a Chubistory. It is a Chubistory, but it's on the Olympics. So
Okay.
It's a Olympics themed Chubistory.
From Fargo, the movie Fargo.
It has nothing to do with Fargo.
Oh,
Why did you think it had something to do with Fargo?
I don't know. Fargo was the Olympics, wasn't it?
No.
With
No.
Ben Affleck?
No, that's Argo.
Argo, yeah. Oh shit.
Fargo's the one in like
Yeah,
northern.
no,
you
I'm
know,
thinking Argo. I was thinking
yeah,
Argo
Steve Buscemi movie. The guy that gets thrown to the.
in the wood chipper. I
wood chipper,
do
yeah.
love Fargo.
Yeah, that's very different. Turns out it's very different than Argo. No, it
Yeah.
has nothing to do with Argo either. Argo also a good movie.
Blood alone moves the wheels of history. Have you ever asked yourselves in an hour of meditation, which everyone finds during the day, how long we have been striving for greatness?
Some men just want to watch the world burn.
America is the richest, most powerful nation on earth. If America was a woman, America would be a big titty woman. And everybody loves a big titty woman.
In less than an hour, aircraft from here will join others from around the world. And you will be launching the largest aerial battle in the history of mankind.
Ladies and gentlemen, Chubistory.
Please clap.
So this is about the 1904 Olympics, which took place in San Luis, Steed,
Oh.
also
okay.
known as St. Louis, Missouri.
I had no idea.
Interesting spot, right? St. Louis must have been a little more popping to host it. I don't feel like that's one of the options that I hear about anymore for hosting the
Yeah.
Olympics.
I really don't think they would be thought of for maybe 20, 40, 80 years even.
Yeah. Yeah. And I don't even have anything against St. Louis, just that it's kind of a smaller town. So it's interesting that was, anyway, 1904, St. Louis is hosted there. So the longest ever Olympic event took place in 1904 in St. Louis, and that was the marathon that they ran.
That was okay. You know what?
So,
That actually makes sense.
and the reason it was the longest event, ever is because of how long it took people to complete this marathon. So it's not, obviously marathons are always going to be one of the longer events.
Yeah.
But of the 32 people that went to start this race, only 14 actually finished.
Oh, was this the one where it was like really hot?
Yeah, so there's been a couple of these that are hot, but there's a lot of reasons this happens. So this one is just there's a series of things that happens in this, and that's at first I was going to do a series of Olympic facts, and then I'm like, I need to do a deeper dive on just this one this one 1904 marathon because this is insane. Yeah, it was 90 degrees at the time, and it was super dusty, and they had these kind of cars that were driving in front of the people, and it just kept like spraying dust on. You would like and then they also only had two spots for water at the 6 mile mark and the 12 mile mark.
Yeah, you only need 2 breaks in a marathon.
So two little breaks for thing. And so it's super dusty, it's hot, and you get 2 things for water. And they've got, the 32, a lot of people do not make it. And I'll get into kind of what happens here. So there was one guy named Fred Lors, and he made it about 9 miles. And then he started like getting fatigued and almost passed out. And his trainer was like, well, you know what? I'll help you out. Hop in my car.
Oh,
So he drives this guy in the shitty, 1904 car. And assuming it was new, it might not have been new, but cars were pretty new at that time. And he drove him 11 miles, but then the guy's car breaks down.
No.
So, but then I think this race might have been only 24 miles instead of 26 miles. But whatever it is, he runs the last like 4 miles of this race, and then he tries to claim that he won. So they give the original. They originally called this guy the winner.
How quick did he finish in? Did he have like a world record time or no?
No, it wasn't even that good. That's the crazy thing about this. The winning time was 3 hours and 28 minutes.
Okay.
So but that was I'll get to what actually happened here. So I don't know what this guy finished in because it didn't qualify. So I don't think I have it listed what this guy finished in because some people came later and was like, well, wait a second. I actually saw this guy get in a car. Like some of the spectators are like, you guys just gave him the gold, but he actually got in a car. But here's the crazy thing about this guy, Fred, is he won the Boston Marathon 1 year later. So he could actually run. Yeah, so he was actually good.
He was sabotaged by the dust.
Exactly. Yeah. So he was sabotaged by the dust, let's say that. But he ended up winning the Boston Marathon the next year. So then the guy that I guess technically got first, because the first guy gets disqualified, is a guy named Thomas Hicks. So Thomas Hicks is this is what's so ridiculous. So he was hallucinating by the end of the race. Because before the race, he had been given a series of things, one of them being brandy, raw eggs, and what's called strychnine, which I had to look up. Strychnine, you looked this up, Steve?
I think it's called strychnine.
Strychnine. And strychnine is a poison that was outlawed in 1989. It was a pesticide. It was literally a poison. And for some reason, the 3 things that his trainers thought would help him with the race.
I get the first 2. I don't get the poison.
I don't know if I get brandy or raw eggs.
The brandy will get you going for the first 3 miles. The raw eggs get you through,
you get the rocky
3
momentum.
to 12.
Yeah. But then literally a poison. But I guess to the point, Thomas Hicks did win technically. So the trainers were not wrong. So here was the other crazy. So I talked about, how crappy the weather was and stuff like that. Also, they had to do a last minute change of the location of this marathon because some of the paths that they had people going down got rained out. So it got all muddy. So the parts that they remade it to, they didn't like clear out like the path for these runners. So these people were going through, like they had to go through traffic, like normal town traffic sometimes. There was delivery wagons. There's a railroad train people had to wait for at one point, trolley cars, and people walking their dogs, they said. Like literally just in the middle of this marathon.
I'm in the Olympics.
For the Olympics. Yeah, sorry guys, can you move over? But then the craziest one of this, like I said, this is the craziest of the stories. There was a guy named Adrian Cavajal. He was a Cuban postman. And I'm just going to kind of read this off what I found. So he had joined the marathon kind of last minute. He had lost all of his money gambling in New Orleans, and he hitchhiked to St. Louis. And he did not have the proper uniform, so he got his street clothes and cut out his pants to make them into shorts. And he had basically not eaten in 40 hours. So he was asking some spectators for some peaches. So he didn't have the trainers behind him that Thomas Hicks did to give him raw eggs and brandy and poison. So he was asking spectators for peaches, but nobody wanted to give him the peaches. This is my food. This is my peaches. I'm not giving you this, the marathon runner. I'm not giving it to him, the Olympic guy. I feel like people now would be like, oh, you're Olympics, take my food. Yeah. Not at the time.
No, not in St. Louis.
He ended up stealing the peaches and running away.
That's a crime.
But later, he ended up stopping in an apple orchard. He saw that, but he ate some apples. They turned out to be rotten apples, which caused him to have kind of a food poisoning.
Yep.
And he, in the middle of the race, ended up having to take a nap in the middle of the marathon.
And he
because he was
second.
It's so much. He finished 4th place. This guy who was basically a degenerate gambler who was in street clothes, who had not eaten anything but peaches and rotten apples in 40 hours, takes a nap in the middle of the marathon and finishes in 4th place with a time of, let's see what he finished. Oh, unknown. There was a whole series of people. That. So the guy that won with the car finished in 3 hours and 13 minutes.
Okay. Yeah.
It was sometime after 3 hours and 47 minutes, because that's what the 3rd place guy got. So anyway,
if he didn't eat that rotten apple, he could have won.
He for sure could have won. But yeah, they literally don't even have the times listed for the guy that finished 4th. But he was he didn't medal. All we know is he didn't medal, and but he did finish 4th despite taking a nap. It's just a wild. I'm like, God, what a change in the Olympics.
Yeah, people try a little bit harder now.
It's a little more organized now. They try a little harder.
Yeah.
But I just love this concept of I lost all my money. I'm just going to run the Olympics.
I like the concept of just people deciding they're going to join. I think I can do it. And the committee's like, all right, prove it. Let's do this, pal. There's no
You're the only one from Cuba here. Go for it.
You don't have to train from birth anymore. That's just ridiculous. No, just get in there.
Yeah.
That's why, America, such a great country. Over the top good. In the gold medal count, in the overall medal count right now.
Yeah.
I don't have a chance at being in the Olympics, but let's say I'm from Bermuda.
Mm-hmm.
Odds are pretty good. Pretty good.
Odds might be better for you to be the top athlete from Bermuda, but they still have to a lot of countries don't qualify to make the Olympics. You still have to qualify.
I'd find
Olympic qualifiers.
I'd find something to qualify in.
Okay, your goal is to become a dual citizen. Well, that actually is. I actually was watching the Cuban guy wrestle. He just won his 5th Olympic. It's his 5th Olympics where he's won a gold medal. It's the first time anybody's ever done that.
20 years.
Yes. And it was just wild. This guy's 42 now. He just decided to retire. But the guy that got second is also Cuban. But he had dual citizenship in Chile. So the guy's like, I know I can never beat this guy. So he's like, I'm just going to join Chile. So he goes there. And of course, he ends up fighting this guy or, wrestling against him in the championship round and gets smoked by him.
That's crazy that he's been kicking ass for 20 years.
And this guy's massive.
It's not like he's doing high jump for 20 years. He's kicking ass.
Oh, he is huge. He looks like he would smash you. But yeah, this guy he's awesome. But no Olympian has ever won 5 gold medals in the same event.
Wow. Except for him.
He's the first one to do it ever.
Cool. Good for him.
Pretty crazy.
I guess communism works. Worked out for that guy.
That's right. That's right. Cupid's a little different now, but yeah, I know what you mean. Steve, what's something else you want to get to?
Okay, Jay, keep it on the Olympics train.
Yeah.
Bing bong.
We've got Olympic controversy. 2 Olympic controversies. One Olympic controversy, kind of hot. The other, kind of not. What do you want to start with?
This segment is called Hot or Not.
Yeah, hot or not. Hot and not.
Hot and not, yeah.
Okay, what do you want, the not or the hot?
Let's start with the not.
Okay, the not is who would sabotage the Olympics?
People that aren't in the Olympics.
You're right. People that were banned from the Olympics.
Yes.
The goddamn Russians. Putin sabotaged the Olympics. How? Not really like that damaging. They they broke some high-speed electricity and internet locations. This was their big plan.
Like they hacked some of the public Wi-Fi spots?
No, they didn't hack it. They set them on fire.
Oh, like somebody physically went there and set them on fire?
Yeah, they went there and there was like electric and internet substations and they just like put them on fire. And France was immediately like, God damn it, Russia. Like they don't have anybody. They didn't catch the guys. They just decided it was Russia.
They're pretty sure?
Yeah, they're pretty sure. Everybody's pretty sure. They're just like, God damn it, Russia. Because they like captured this guy too. It was like there was some drunken Russian spy that was like loud mouthing next to like some French cops or something. And they like got him. And he was talking about like sabotaging the Olympics for Russia.
Like, what is that supposed to do? Just like make people's life a little more inconvenient?
I'm getting like they had to shut the trains down. The trains were delayed.
Ooh, they do like the trains there.
I'm getting pretty PO'd at Russia. Invading Ukraine is one thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Messing with the Olympics is another thing.
Agreed.
Messing with the election in 2020 is a different thing. What, like one more? Putin's on his last straw for me.
Yeah.
And then I'm done.
Yes. Right now you're still in?
Yeah. Like, I'm okay with Alexander Ovechkin being the best hockey player of all time. Yeah. I'm okay with that. One more Putin thing, we're going to have some problems around here.
Interesting. Not a Gretzky guy.
I'm getting sick of it.
Yeah.
I'm sick of Putin.
Wow. You're taking a stand, Steve. Not many people have the balls
taking
to
a
say
hard
that.
stand.
Not
Nobody has the
people.
balls. What are we doing? Letting him invade Ukraine? What did Ukraine ever do to anybody? This is ridiculous.
You're the first person I've heard say this.
I'm getting pretty PO'd. I'm getting
kidding.
PO'd about it.
No kidding. I could tell.
We got to send some dudes in there or something. Not me, because I'm done.
I think the number one thing we can do right now is win the Olympics.
We are winning the Olympics. You know how many medals Russia has?
0.
Goose egg. Fuck you, Putin. And let me look up another Russian guy so I don't have to put this Russian celebrities. Also, fuck you, Khabib Nurmagomedov, former MMA champion. So those two.
Yeah.
Go to hell.
There you go. You tell them. All right, what's the hot story?
All right, let's go to the hot story. Little change of pace here. We have super hot news coming out of the Olympic Village. Olympic swimmer Luana Alonso from Paraguay. She's been banned from the Olympic Village for creating an inappropriate environment.
Because of the implication.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. She sucked at swimming. She went to Disneyland and shit. And then she retired.
Okay.
And then she came back to the village, I guess, and just created an inappropriate environment. And I've seen multiple news reports about this.
Yeah.
We don't know exactly what happened, but she's pretty hot. And I think it got pretty hot in there in the Olympics.
So you're making a lot of assumptions because you think she's attractive about what the inappropriate work situation meant. Well, I mean, isn't that always the kind of stereotype with the Olympics in general?
Yeah, with the Olympic Village, it's everybody just goes there and bangs everybody.
Yeah, so that would be no different if that were actually the reality of what's going on. That's not much different than what. Why would she get, what I'm saying is, why would she get banned for that when that's pretty much the standard that we hear about there?
I don't know. Maybe she was only banging like people from like
Russia.
Yeah, or like something like south of a certain longitude line.
Oh, that is frowned upon when northern hemisphere people sleep with southern hemisphere people.
Yeah, maybe it was something like that, but I want to know. I hope there's videos.
So Steve, you like the story because the innuendos of what could be inappropriate behavior.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff swirling around in my mind right now.
Yeah, it could be something super innocent, or it could literally just be in your mind, it's the craziest thing ever. Like there's all these stuff going on. I'm thinking there was why wasn't I invited?
I'm thinking she led an orgy.
Okay. You're picturing this, like Dr. Daniel's house orgy.
Yeah.
But in the Olympic Village.
Yeah, and this time they put a cape on me, like in a king hat, and they're like, "You're the leader of the orgy."
But you're there in this scenario? You're not there.
I'm there.
But this already happened. She already got banned.
Nah. No, well, like but this happens again.
Okay. Okay. I see. Yeah, no, that makes sense.
So she makes the Olympics again next year. She gets unbanned.
That, just so you know, Olympics isn't for 4 years.
Okay, we go to the Winter Olympics.
Okay, 2 years, yeah.
Yeah, she's good at skiing also.
Okay.
And then I also make the Winter Olympics.
Okay.
And then we like host
hockey
together. Oh God, no. Curling, probably curling.
Okay.
But I'm the guy that like just sweeps the broom. I don't throw it. I just sweep.
Well, okay. They all, I believe you alternate in who does it.
Oh, really? I'm the coach.
Okay, good. Coaching curling with no experience. I like that. Okay, so in your scenario, this inappropriate behavior happens again. You're involved. You play a major role.
Yeah, I play a major role, and both of us get banned.
I played a major role.
And the inappropriate thing. Let's assume that's the craziest stuff, that kind of thing. Even though reality, we don't know. In your scenario, that's okay.
For all I know, she could have said I don't know.
Okay, that's quite the assumption. Yeah.
Well, that's another thing. Like, what if that happened? I don't know. I just I saw these reports. I wanted to talk about these reports. She could swim in my pool.
Okay.
She could swim in my pool.
You should get a pool first.
I'll buy her a pool. I'll do whatever it takes.
Okay. Good. All right. Well, Steed is interested. That's the moral of the story.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Good. This is a new segment I might try here.
Okay.
And it's called My Sob Story for Reality TV.
I just kissed for the first time, and I could sense something was wrong, and so he pulled away. I asked him if he was okay, and he said that he felt dead inside. And then he went to the bathroom, and I asked him if he's okay again, and he said that he just felt repulsed.
So what I realize is that I think part of the reason I've never been on reality TV is I don't have a sad enough story to tell.
Yeah.
Because every single time you watch, especially a dating type show,
like Survivor,
it can be whatever. Everybody for some reason has been through some super traumatic thing in their life.
Yep. So
I have this idea of taking a story that people know and pretending it like it's my story.
Smart.
But so this would be basically pretend this is kind of the one-on-one. Let's say I'm on like The Bachelor or The Bachelorette, right?
Okay.
It could be The Bachelor. It doesn't matter. I'm talking to a female in this scenario.
Yeah.
And I'm explaining myself, to knowing that the audience is listening and knowing that they need a sob story or they need a relatable story. So I'm going to tell you the story, and then you can tell me at the end.
Do you want me to role play like as the girl? Like
no. This is just it's going to be a long it's basically like a monologue at this point, but you're listening as the female.
Well, I'm going to bring it in. I'm still going to be the female anyway.
Okay, and you just don't say anything.
No. I'm gonna start this off.
Okay.
I'm the girl in the back.
What's your girl name in the scenario?
Janette.
Okay. All right. Listen, Janette, let me share something personal.
Hey, Jared. Thanks for coming to the sweet with me. I'm so wet. I was in the pool.
You're welcome. So,
Anyways, tell me about why you look so down all the time.
yeah. So back in high school, I really screwed up. I'll just say I was doing something I shouldn't have. And the end result was I ended up owing a teacher a ton of money,
Oh, wow.
more than I had in my bank account. I had to get a summer job at a small family-owned diner. It was a modest place, but it was filled with character and warmth. The staff was like family to me, and we all took pride in serving our loyal customers the best food we could. I found a friend who seemed like an idiot, but in the end, he ended up changing my life forever. So anyway, out of nowhere, a massive fast food chain opened up right across the street. They had the latest technology, eye-catching ads, and huge flashy presents. They quickly attracted a lot of attention, and suddenly our little diner was struggling to compete.
Wait, Jared. Wait.
Yeah.
This reminds me of something.
Well,
All right, well,
a lot of people have been through bad scenarios, so let me tell you some more about it.
Keep going.
We faced overwhelming challenges as their business boomed. It felt like every day we were just fighting an uphill battle just to keep the doors open. Despite our best efforts, the numbers just weren't adding up, and it seemed like our once thriving place was fading away even after we got an endorsement from Shaq.
Oh, no.
I ended up becoming someone I never thought I would be, and I turned my back on my friend and the girl I was seeing at the time. Don't worry, that's over now. I turned it around, and in the end, the struggle taught me a lot about resilience and what it means to stay true to your values. It wasn't just about being the biggest or having the most impressive resources. It was about love and dedication we poured into our work every single day. Not only that, but we found out they were using harmful chemicals in their food. I knew the only way I could stop them was to break in their facility and expose the truth. And that's why I'm here now, hoping to find someone who understands the value of perseverance and authenticity. I'm looking for true love. I want to build a connection based on genuine care and support, and to share those meaningful moments together.
Oh my God. That's so hot.
So
wow, Jared. That's amazing.
So people would find that relatable, right? If I said that on reality TV.
Nobody would think about the plot of Good Burger.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Exactly. So it's relatable. Yeah. People think like, oh, I think I could picture a scenario like that. And little do they know it's just the plot of Good Burger being retold in kind of a love, in a sob story.
Yeah, no, sad. That did sound really sad. Maybe too sad.
Maybe I should have taken out to think about the harmful chemicals in the food.
Yeah, the harmful chemicals really threw me for a sidebar. It was like a whole different subplot that I wasn't ready for. Yeah, I think you're good on that.
If they ended up catching onto it, they'd be like, oh, wait, isn't that just the plot of Good Burger? Be like, all right, yeah, you're right. But look, now we've both seen this movie and we both kind of like it. And then it's kind of like
that's a genuine connection.
Breakfast at Tiffany's.
Yeah.
Where the only thing they have in common is they saw Breakfast at Tiffany's. They both
I
like
Breakfast at Tiffany's.
She said, so I think I remember the film. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like that, it's at least a starting point there, right? At that point, okay, we've both seen a movie. Now we have something in common. Let's talk about Keenan and Kel. Let's talk about Sinbad. Let's talk about Shaquille O'Neal.
Okay. You're married, Jared. You have this whole
again.
You invented this whole plot device to seduce a woman on a reality dating show.
Okay, this is
I'm just saying.
Here's the deal. This is my service as a podcast host to offer this suggestion to other people that want to be on reality TV.
We'll see when Amy listens to this. We'll see how she feels.
Well, I ran the story by Chubstep Amy, so she's familiar with the story. Now, would it be a different scenario if I actually ended up on reality dating show?
Yeah, okay. That's when you're
have the same reaction. Probably not. So I think
fair.
But this other people can use this.
If they ever get
this scenario and they don't feel like they're relatable enough or an audience fan favorite enough or something like that. So
And it's
There
pretty easy to actually get on those shows. I 2 degrees of separation to multiple people on these bachelorette shows. You just got to be hot and you got to sign up. Good luck out there.
That's my segment. My reality TV sob story.
That was
So
great.
I'll try to do some more of those in the future, but other things you can connect. I just wanted to give a quick shout out to that the guy's been all over the internet, but the guy that won the last thing with the Olympics here, the guy that won he actually got second place in
the shooting thing,
co-ed shooting thing. And so I
wanted to do a deeper dive on him because
you can do a little deeper dive. But I watched the actual competition of him doing that. It's basically a pellet gun. They're shooting pellet guns.
Yeah, they're air guns.
It's an air pellet gun. But he does look awesome. I mean, the guy looks awesome. But like, it's less that what he's doing. Like, there's no reason you need ear protection it's just that everybody else is wearing all this crazy stuff, and that's why he looks so different. But like, you don't actually need ear protection, or I don't know what the crazy eye stuff does.
The crazy eye stuff is for eliminating depth perception. It's like crazy.
Yeah.
This shit that these people are using. And then you have this, where is he from?
Turkey.
Yeah, this Turkish guy who's like divorced. And I guess when he went on the podium, he just said, "Tell my wife I want my dog back," or some shit.
Yeah, maybe do a little deeper dive at this guy. But he's in the Olympics a while. He's a fun guy. But I like people like that. They're just kind of authentic.
Yeah, and he's extremely skilled.
Yes, exactly. That's the kind of guy you should be scared of. That and the guy who just won his fifth Olympic gold at wrestling. The two of them.
Yeah. If they ever got in a room together, I pay money for that fight.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. All right, we'll wrap it up there. Check us out on YouTube, Chubstep Podcast, and Instagram, Chubstep Podcast. New episodes every Thursday. Wherever you listen to things, and email the show, chubstep.podcast@gmail.com. Find us there. Email the show, different topics, whatever you want to talk about. The show has ended. Be gone.
Now you know you got to go.
Peace. This is Yasin.